I want to show you how you're telling on yourself more than you realize and how you can start really holding that space for yourself and becoming your best personal coach. Okay. And it's through a technique that I have taught clients called audio journaling. And I know it sounds either really simple or could even be confusing. Maybe even just brand new to you. I don't know. A lot of people that I've coached over the years have an issue with journaling. I love journals. I keep journals for everything, but I also absolutely love the power of audio journaling. I'll even re-listen to I'll re-listen to the videos I make sometimes because I know that there's things that I'm speaking on that I need to hear too. I view my work and everything I do, my interactions, as also a lesson for me because you're all reflections of me as well. And where I'm meeting you in your journey could very likely be where either I'm at or could be one day. So I like to re listen to my own videos and I'll pull my journal out and I'll re listen to certain things like my readings and things like that. And I'll re listen to what I'm saying and I'm speaking on, and I'll be like, okay, what can I get from that? You know? So, audio journaling was something that I came up with years ago in my early stages of my coaching practice. And it was something that I just kind of channeled for myself. And then it became something that I actually advised a client to do, who was also going through some things that she couldn't piece certain things together and didn't know why. And she had an issue with just writing things down. And I think that is an issue for a lot of people because when you're sitting and you're writing, a lot of times you think you're writing an essay. And it's like, it's your journal. This is your private thoughts, your personal space. Like, there is no need for polishing and making sure that you're writing, putting your commas in all the right places and writing things properly. You're not going to show this to anybody unless it's maybe like your therapist or your spouse if you really want to show them. But even that, like, you don't have to show anybody. This is your personal space where you go to heal, where you go to deal with things, where you go to really log things in that you're going through, having personal experiences in life. And you don't have to polish what you write, but sometimes journaling is hard for people because they're not used to just sitting and writing out how they feel without it needing to be perfect, And sometimes it's just as simple as they don't know how to put into words what they're feeling, what they're thinking, because we're not taught how to just kind of hold space for that, how to just be in the midst of the chaos that is our thoughts and our feelings at times without this need to rearrange it and make sure it's neat, you know? So audio journaling kind of catches you in the moment because you can't stop, you can't edit, you're just kind of spilling things out. So how I advise people do this is you open up a voice recorder. This could be in your phone, on your computer, however, wherever you have an audio recorder. Most phones have them. And you just start talking. Now, it could be about a centralized topic that you really want to talk about. Like if you're having a day or there's something you really want to work on, you can talk about that and just verbalize it. Or you can just start with a mind dump, like in the morning or before you go to bed. You just open up your audio recorder and you just start talking. Okay? Because what this does is this puts out all the thinking and all of the over analyzing and worrying that can happen when you're writing, right? You're just in a flow of consciousness and you're just talking. You'll even forget that audio recorder's there after a little while, right? And I advise that you start with the most you go is about 10 minutes. Okay? So do give yourself 10 minutes and then just stop. Okay? This will get you in the flow first, like get you used to this process. As you go, you can obviously go longer. But I advise that you start with 10 minutes. Just start talking about whatever. Okay? And then what I want you to do is grab your notebook and pen and then play your audio recording and really listen to yourself. Because what this does is this creates space for you to not only talk, but listen to yourself. Really hold space for yourself. Really get used to the sound of your own voice and really listen. You'd be surprised. Well, actually, you probably wouldn't. This is a common thing. A lot of people don't like the sound of their voice. They cringe at the sound of their voice. And a lot of times it's because they're not listening to themselves. It's almost like you feel like a stranger to yourself. You know? And that's why your voice sounds strange. It's because you feel strange to yourself. And it doesn't have to be like that. You know? So re-listen to your audio recording. That's why I advise you start with 10 minutes. You know, you don't want to go too lengthy to start because you're getting used to listening to yourself. Even if you want to do 5 minutes, right? Start with 5 to 10 minutes and then re-listen. Take notes. How does your voice sound? Does it go up and get excited when you talk about certain things? Does it lower and get really somber and sad when you talk about other things? Do you get really heated about certain topics? Take note of everything you hear in your voice. Take note of words you use often and ask yourself, why do I use that word a lot? Take note of if you stutter and what you were talking about that could have caused you to get nervous and stutter at that point. Okay? Take note of what you really pick up on now that you are in a space that you can not only speak, but also listen to yourself and really listen to what you're saying. And you'll be surprised how well you can help yourself using this tool. I advise you use it for at least a month. You know, you could do an audio journal once a week, every day, whatever works for you, but do this for about a month or so and see how you start feeling. See what you start uncovering about yourself. See what truths unfold that maybe you weren't listening to before because you were just rattling on in your head and you weren't really paying attention. You know, or you were just writing some things in your journal and then closing it and forgetting about it. The audio journal technique puts you in the space of now you really do have to listen. You can't just close this up and be like, whatever. You really do have to listen. If you follow the full technique of speaking, recording, re-listening, recording in a written fashion, taking notes. Okay? If you use this whole process, you'll see you can't run from yourself. And why would you want to? So I hope this is a helpful tip. I hope this is a helpful process and technique for you. I'd love to know your thoughts and feelings on it. I'd love to know if you gave it a try and how it helped you. If you would like to talk about it or if you need help or support on how to do it, if you want to share your notes with me and we could work on it together, I'd love to help you through this. Just email me at jpspiritualfitness@gmail.com. Love you.